Hey guys, the path to financial freedom is not a straight path. It's going to be filled with ups and downs and twists and turns, and unless you know what to do whenever you run into an obstacle, it's very easy to get stuck. I know a lot of people that have gotten stuck, and I've even been stuck myself, not knowing what my next step should be. But I've come up with a really creative way of helping you figure out what your next step should be. But first, if you are really committed and serious about becoming a real estate investor and achieving financial freedom, smash that like and subscribe button and also hit that bell so you can get alerted every time I post one of these amazing eye-opening videos. So this chart I'm about to share with you, I have never seen an expert in this business create something like this to really explain how you should be investing based on your available cash. And the truth of the matter is, your next step in real estate, your next move is going to be based on two things: your knowledge and your cash. Cash is king, and it's really important that you have the right amount of available cash in the bank or access to that cash before you make your next move and in order to make the right next move. For example, you don't want to go buy a multifamily apartment if you only have $10,000 in the bank. It's just not going to be enough to properly rehab and have reserves in the bank to be able to handle a multifamily apartment building. So let's take a look at this graph, and I'm going to explain to you, based on where you are financially, what your next move should be and how you can overcome hurdles moving forward in case your cash starts to get low. Okay, so on the left-hand side here, where I have the dollar sign amounts, this is representing the available cash that you have in the bank or possibly have access to through lines of credit or through partners or through maybe a home equity line of credit, a HELOC. And along the bottom is time, right? Time that's going to be passing by day, that you are going to be faced with a decision to make in terms of what is your next step with your real estate investment business. So on the left side, your available cash, you may have to adjust this based on your area. For example, if you're in California, I would recommend that you have a lot more available cash when following this strategy. All right, so for starters, if you have between, let's say, $5,000 and $20,000 in the bank, your next move should be flipping a single family home with a partner. Why do I recommend a partner? Because having under $20,000 is really not a lot of reserves that is needed in case you run into problems with your flip. Your goal is to really start to build up your available reserves, build up the cash in the bank. You don't want to be stuck in a situation where you run out of cash because you had some sort of unforeseen issue come up or some problem that you were not prepared for. So bring in a partner, and even if you can bring in a partner that has some real estate investing experience, that would be a bonus. The next tier is for those of you who have a little bit more money in the bank, let's say between $20,000 to $40,000. If you're in that range, then you can consider doing a single family home flip on your own, right? At that point, you have enough reserves in the bank, more than likely to do a flip on your own, assuming you have the knowledge and or a mentor who can guide you throughout the flip. The cash that you have should be sufficient in order to do a flip. Remember, when doing a flip with a partner, half of something is better than zero of nothing. Now, if you have over $40,000 in the bank, this is the time to really be looking at buying and owning real estate. If you've watched my other videos, then you know that I'm a big fan of buying and owning property, which is really the key to achieving financial freedom and passive income, which is something we all should be striving for. So over $40,000 in the bank, it is time to start owning real estate. Now, if you're buying these single family homes right and doing cash out refinances, your cash in the bank, your available cash, could actually start going up, as I talk about in my other video where I cashed out $71,000 on a property. But more than likely, if you're really just kind of getting started, you might find that you're overspending a little bit on each of your rehabs, and your cash may slowly start coming down with every rental house that you buy. That's okay. you're building wealth, you're adding to your rental portfolio, you're increasing your passive income every month, and that's what you should be doing in order to become financially free. Now, assuming that your cash continues to go down, if you ever get below $40,000 in the bank, available cash, what do? You do another flip, right? This chart is really meant to be your guide to help you understand what your next move should be. So if your available cash drops below $40,000, you do another flip to build your cash back up. If your available cash were to drop below $20,000, well then you probably need to consider doing another flip with a partner. Okay, that's your metric. Those are your boundaries. It's going to be based on your available cash. Again, assuming that you have the knowledge to be doing this type of investing in the first place. The key with all of this though is to never stop investing. You never want to stop investing because you'll lose momentum and your real estate business will just kind of start to fizzle out. So you want to keep investing, but just adjusting your strategy along the way based on the amount of available cash you have in the bank. Sometimes you might be flipping to build your bank account back up. Sometimes you're going to be buying and holding to be building wealth. But you're going to be doing one or the other at all times. Once you finish rehabbing a property and selling it, your next property, assuming you have enough available cash, is going to be a property you're looking for to buy and hold, right? And so on and so forth. That's the key to achieving financial freedom, creating enough momentum and creating enough passive income to ultimately allow you to quit your job and create enough cash flow every month to replace your job income. Leave me a comment below. I would love to know if you've ever heard of this approach to adjusting your strategy based on the available cash that you have. If you like this video, be sure to smash the like button, and most importantly, share this channel with your friends who are like-minded as you, who want to be financially free, who are looking to get out of the rat race and live life on their terms. Share this video and this channel with them so they can also grow with you. Happy investing.